Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to Saturday. I got, nothing real to say today. It's just aggravating. Just another video. Oh, one thing. I don't know if it's true, false, or BS, but I was reading a comment on another channel that said that the Supreme Court said it's illegal to live in your van, car, tent, RV. I don't know how true that is, which I don't see how they could rule that. I'm not calling the person a liar. I'm just saying I don't understand how they could enforce that. So it don't make any sense to me. That's kind of like another thing that I found out, and it's, I don't know, maybe it's just the way my brain works that when you're living in a home, sticks and bricks, you have to have utilities if you're living in town. If you're fucking music again. I just can't escape it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. Doesn't make a difference where I go. I have to hear that shit. Because nobody wants to turn their shit down. Like I said, it's your prerogative on what kind of music you listen to. I must, some of it, back in the day was pretty good, but I don't know. Anyway, back to my story. I was just informed, I guess you can say, when I had sticks and bricks, because I was like, well, I can cut down on bills by just not having electricity or gas. Like turn it on in the winter and turn it off during the summer. Something like that. Your choice if you want to have it or not, right? Now, apparently, if you're renting, you don't have that obligation. You are forced to make that bill. So, if you want to or not, or anything of that nature, here in the Midwest anyway, the state of Iowa, it's against the law, or the landlord could kick you out because you do not want electricity. To me, that's wrong. That's like saying, you have to do something. It don't make any sense to me. It don't, you're forced to pay these high-priced electric bills, even though you don't want them. You still have to pay for them. Or you can't live in a sticks and bricks in the state of Iowa. Okay? Well, at least in the cities anyway, especially if you're renting. If you're buying, I guess it would be your choice, but if you're renting, no, you have to have it, no matter what. Which, you know, to me, it don't make any sense. I understand about, well, yeah, it's their right, because of, you know, especially in the wintertime, they don't want their pipes to burst or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's why you only turn it on in the winter and shut it off in the summer, you know. Or figure out how to keep the pipes heated to where you don't have to worry about it. Then you won't have to have it at any time. You know what I mean? Use solar if you can afford it. If your landlord lets you put it on the house. What's a different kind of looking plane? Anyway. So, there's a couple of things. I guess I did have something to talk about after all, didn't I? Yeah, it's just things I don't get. It seems like they're forcing you to pay these high prices, or trying to force you. You know what I mean? Food is getting outrageous to where some people can't even afford to eat, or they got to make a choice, either eat this week or not. You know, I know it's been that way for years, but it's just getting worse and worse and worse as we go. And people wonder why, you know, there's more people living in RVs or in their vans or what have you, you know. The van life itself is not the hardest part. It's the mental part. And if you're like me or anybody else that live in a van that has an animal, and trying to figure out how to support yourself and the dog or cat, whatever one you have, and then you have to leave them in the vehicle while you're either working or whatever you're doing, right? So if you're leaving them in the van or car or SUV, whatever you have, for 8 hours a day, well, it's like leaving them in a home. That's the same thing, but you have to keep your windows down so they can get circulation, right? Which ain't no big deal, especially if you have those window covering things, you know, to where you can leave them down a little bit and you wouldn't have to worry about if it rained or anything. Now, I was sitting there just doing some thinking this morning on stuff like that, and I figured, hey, why not throw it out there, see what you guys think. Leave your comments down below, that'd be cool. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. So, what do you guys think? Should you have to have electricity if you're in sticks and bricks? Should you be forced to pay that extra bill or outrageous bill? I know there's some places, well, it used to be, I don't know if there is anymore, but used to have some places where you can rent that the electric was included. You may pay a little more for it, but well, then you wouldn't have to worry about it, would you? So, but I think those are very far in between anymore. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm still stuck on my tiny home idea, where that's all I need and all I want. Tiny home with a big deck. That way I can just most of the time sit out there, you know. I like to have it seasoned, you know, maybe a 4-season deck or something. I know it sounds weird, but on a tiny home. But that way I can sit out there all year long, you know, drink my coffee or iced tea or whatever and enjoy nature. So that's my goal. Oh yeah. Anybody else use these? Let me know. Because lately, I don't know what it is. I took the filter out, and you're probably not supposed to do this, but I took it out because I can't afford to buy a new one. But I took it out to clean it and everything, so I cleaned it real good and put it back in, but it still tastes like it's burning, you know what I'm saying? It's not smooth like it used to be. I don't know what the deal is. I turned it down, all the way down as it will go, but it's still like burns the fuck out of my lungs, I tell you. So I have to go completely back to smoking when I can afford it, because with the anxiety I have right now and the stress I'm going through, there's no way I can quit completely. I guess I could, but you know, I'm not going to. What the hell's the point? You know. But anyway, yeah, I just want to throw that out there to you guys today, and you know, give you guys a video. Thank a friend of mine for letting me stay at her house last night on the couch. That was awesome of her. And fixed me some chicken and noodles for dinner last night. That was nice of her. And yeah. So you guys have a blessed day. God bless you. Keep your faith. Always look up. God's always looking down. Love you. Bye.